Hey everybody, Michael Crump here, yet again, talking about all of the latest and the greatest in PlayStation 4, homebrew news, and much, much more. Today, I want to talk about different types of media apps that you can run on your PlayStation 4. So in general, media apps such as YouTube or Netflix or Amazon Video, all of those require you to sign in to the PlayStation Network in order to use them. Today, I want to cover using those apps without signing in to the PlayStation Network because you're jailbroken on 9.00 or lower, and being able to still use your PS4 as a media device instead of just a gaming device. Let's go and take a look at how we can do that right now. Okay, so over on mega.nz, I have created a RAR file here, which will allow you to run different types of media apps such as YouTube, Amazon Video, and more without actually having to sign in to the PlayStation Network. Now, it's as simple as coming to this URL and then clicking on the download button here and extracting the PKGs over to your PlayStation 4. As a matter of fact, it looks like this once extracted. Now, you'll want to take all of these PKG files here, and then you want to transfer them either to your USB stick or maybe even FTP those over to your PlayStation 4. Now, before we leave this section, I did want to call out that while I have collected at least the top 6 or so popular media apps, there actually is a whole lot more. And if you head over to this URL, and this is hosted by darksoftware, and there is a forum here, and inside of this forum, it's simply called PS4 Fake PKG TV Video. This is usually one of the better places to go and to be able to check out what has recently been released that has a NoPSN patch already applied to it. So if we take a look at this, you can see here is Paramount Plus. There is a HBO Go. This is for Europe. I know there's another one in here for the US. Actually, right there it is. There is a YouTube TV app. Here is a Netflix that's for a different region like Europe, Crunchyroll, and there's Peacock TV. And let's just go one more page in, and you'll see here is Now, as well as there's a Disney Plus that works with USA in Europe. So, and also here is ESPN. And so the main thing to keep in mind with this is that you can always come here and you can download the latest and the greatest patch for whatever media app that's out. This site, in my opinion, is the absolute best site that hosts the most media apps that already have NoPSN patches already applied. So definitely check this out. And if the term NoPSN sounds very familiar to you, it may be because you may be coming from the PlayStation 3 era where there was this website. It was just simply called nopsn.com. And what this had was a complete repository of different types of applications that were already patched in order to run on the PlayStation 3. So the PlayStation 3, just like the PlayStation 4, had to have the eBoot modified or patched in order to connect to these services without signing in first. So if you have a PlayStation 3, you can obviously come here and you can see all of the amazing media apps for PlayStation 3 that you can take advantage of right now. So they have the typical ABC in here. There is the Amazon. And if we scroll down into this, we can see things like Epics. We can also go down into this to HBO. So HBO Go. And there is NBA Game Time to Netflix and much, much more. So another thing just to kind of keep in mind as you move forward with these patches for the PlayStation 4. And so if you actually want to create one of these NoPSN patches yourself, it's pretty much been detailed over here on PS4 Homebrew. So on PS4 Homebrew, you'll see a post here that just says YouTube NoPSN sign-in patch. And they say to extract the fake package, open the eboot.bin file, and then replace these occurrences with this set of occurrences using a hex editor. So this is just another option if you want to roll your own. It says that this works with YouTube, but at least from the comments that I've read, it seems like it works with a bunch of the other media apps as well. Okay, so over on the PlayStation 4, we're going to head over to PS4 Explorer, and I have went ahead and I have copied these files onto my USB stick, so I'm going to navigate directly into that folder. Okay, so here they are. Let's just go ahead and press X once to open them up, and we're going to press X again in order to install them. So we're going to do that for all of these packages right now. YouTube video to start here, and note that it did have the PSVR logo, so you could use this with PSVR. At least I believe you can. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to blur out different things to avoid some copyright issues, but at this point it's asking me to go ahead and sign in, and so I am going to go ahead and sign in with my phone here. Looks like I am signing in. Okay, there I am. I am signed into my account. Now I have YouTube working. I'm signed in, so all of my shows is back. And we'll just do a quick search here. Okay, let's search for my name. There we go. Okay, and so now I can watch that PlayStation 5 video directly from my PlayStation 4. Woohoo! Close out of this application. Let's go ahead and give another one a shot. We will try the Prime Video next. Okay, again, another sign in screen here. I am going to click sign in, and now again, I'm going to activate by using my phone, and I am going to scan the barcode here. Okay, I'm going to select my profile. And yet again, I'm in, and now I can start enjoying my Amazon account. Now we're going to go ahead and try Tubi. Tubi has some great movies, especially if you're in the United States. So I watch a couple of free movies off Tubi on my other Apple TV in my house. And so this is another really nice application to check out. And you don't have to sign in at all. You can just continue as a guest. Okay. I am going to pick Annie. Here we go. It is starting up. Okay, working perfectly fine there. Let's check out Pluto TV. So Pluto TV is yet another application that I actually use quite often. It kind of has this nice little TV guide kind of layout. So you should check it out too if you haven't already been using it. Okay, so there it is. It is launched up. And there is a crime drama TV channel that it automatically put me into. So pretty cool. And then we've got our famous Netflix. And for Netflix, I actually don't have that account. So I won't be able to log in to this application. But if you try this out, let me know in the comments. Does it work? I think it should. And then last up is going to be Plex. So Plex is another very interesting application in that you can create your own Plex server, which I've already done that, which is kind of neat because it's running just off of Raspberry Pi. So this is great for, serving up your own movies if you would like to. They also have their own programming that's available as well. Okay, so let's connect to my Raspberry Pi. Okay, so I need to go to Settings down at the very bottom. And now where it says manual servers, I just need to punch in the IP address of my Plex server, which again is running on a Raspberry Pi. Okay, there is that IP. We're going to go save. And it currently shows that it's unavailable. That's okay because sometimes you've got to sign in. And we're just going to sign in real quick. So I'm going to sign in on my other computer over here. Okay, that should do it. Okay, I'm going to hit continue. So I'm going to go all the way down again, and I'm going to click on more, and now Raspberry Pi, and there is 3 of the movies. One of them is just a little bit of B-roll footage. So let's just go ahead and play that video. And keep in mind, this is completely playing right off of a Raspberry Pi that I have. And so, yeah, this is just some footage that I had from an existing video that I made. In this instance, it was on the ESP32, working great. Okay, and one other thing just to stay a little bit more organized is that you can simply click on the options and then you can go to where it says add to folder. So let's go ahead and let's do that. And we're going to name this folder. Let's punch in media, and then we're going to select content. We're just going to select those last 6 apps that we installed, confirm, and then we need to confirm again. And now they're all grouped together so we could access everything in our media very, very, very quickly. Okay, and so while I provided ways that you could download each of the applications individually and store them as PKG files, you can also install some of these apps, not all of them, through the Homebrew store. So I'll add a link where you can download the Homebrew store if you don't have it already, but let's just go ahead and start that up. And once it's started, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the store groups, and then we're going to go to where it says media. And right here inside of media, you can see it has a list of about 14 applications. Now, you may note right here that there's already a couple of apps that at least we scrolled through just a moment ago on the darksoftware website that isn't being listed here. So like Peacock TV, YouTube TV, now the BBC player. So there is a number of apps that it still is missing. But that's okay because now you know where you can go and find those apps. And so one app that this had that I didn't have in my pack was the actual media player application. So if we go down to the media player app icon and we press X here, we can see that this is the official PS4 media player app. So we could go ahead here and we can click on download, and then once this is finished, we could install it. Okay, downloaded complete, and now we're going to install it. And here is that application. Now, I didn't really ever use the media player app, and I can show you why. Basically, I have a movie on a USB stick that also has the .srt for subtitles. Here's how the official media app works with it. Okay, so here is the movie, and now I'm going to press X, and yeah, it spins right here for a while. Sometimes it would load them. It's all dependent upon the codec that was actually used to create the movie file. In this instance, for some reason, it doesn't work, and it just says cannot play the media, and we see this little broken icon here. Now, we can fix that by using a media player that was created by Lappy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that app real quick. And now, just to save your time, that app is actually not in the Homebrew store, so you will need to download it. Again, I'll link that below. Okay, so here it is. It's just simply called PS4 Player. Let's go ahead and press X on this, and then let's run this again. Now, the version that I have here is 1.05. I believe there is a later version, but I know that this version works very well. So now that it's installed, let's go ahead and let's run this thing. Okay. And I'm just going to use 7.5x. And here is my USB drive. I'm going to scroll down into where it says movies. And here you can see that I have a movie as well as there is a .srt, which is the subtitles. So I'm going to scroll over my movie file and I'm going to simply press the X button here to play it. And there is the subtitles. Now at the beginning, the subtitles do look a little odd, but that's simply because whoever encoded the SRT file put a little bit of additional HTML markup, or what appears to be HTML markup. Let's go full screen and let's take a look at what the subtitles should look like in the movie. Okay, full screen. And there we go. There is our movie playing in wonderful HD, and there is the subtitles as well for the movie. And of course, you may want to go ahead and add this one also to your media folder. There's mine, and okay. And so now we have a complete set of media apps where we can play pretty much any type of video that we could want right out of our PlayStation 4, as well as use some of the popular streaming services that we all know and love. And another thing that I did want to add in here is that with these media apps that are installed, they cannot be updated. So obviously, to try to update any of these titles, it's going to need you to connect to the PlayStation Network. So in other words, once you have these apps installed, you're going to be good to go unless the application developer makes some sort of a breaking change later on down the road. So hopefully that helps. And for all of you that keeps asking about Spotify, Spotify does not have a NoPSN patch simply because Spotify is very integrated into the PlayStation 4 itself, which means the application, so to speak, is basically just a shell for the application that's baked right into the PS4 system software. So you can't run Spotify. And so you may be asking, are these NoPSN apps safe? Well, there's a risk, obviously, with anything that you run like this that doesn't come directly from the application developer. But I believe that risk is very, very, very small. These apps have been around since as long as I can remember, and I have never heard of anyone losing their username, password, credentials by using one of these NoPSN apps. But the choice is up to you. And if you ask me, Michael, do you use these on your personal PlayStation 4s? My answer is absolutely yes. I don't have any problems whatsoever signing in. Again, if something comes up and maybe the credentials are stolen, well, then I would probably just reset my password. So anyway, that's at least my take on it. Well, anyway, I hope this video helps you get just a little bit more out of your PlayStation 4 and at least brings back some of the functionality that was taken away since you can no longer upgrade to the latest version. Thanks so very much for watching, and until the next time, Michael out.